Okay, now to fix the bed. It's better. Welcome back to Tempa Customs, and on this episode we have an emergency repair that has to happen on my daily, which is this Ranger. The distance between this wheel well and this tire has gotten a lot closer, and I thought it was just the bed for a while because the bed's been falling off its mounts, and I knew that was happening. I think that I jammed a 2x4 up in there already to try to get the bed back up. But the other day I noticed something new, and it's time to actually do some repair. So I noticed the other day that I gained a bump in my bed liner. I'm like, that's weird. What got stuck underneath my bed liner? Well, that would be the leaf spring coming through the floor of the truck. If we go over here, you really can't even see it from that angle. From this angle you can. The mount is completely gone, and the leaf spring is way up there. So I'm going to try to, because I do need to drive this tomorrow to work, see if we can do a quickie one day, get this side done, and then I'll have to look at the other side to see how bad the other side is, because the other side might need it too. I bought a kit that has everything to do both sides. But yeah, this is going to be a priority really quick to fix this. Not that it's going to do any better for the bed. The bed's shot, but that does not supposed to be way up there. Pretty sure I'm resting on the bump stop. I'm pretty much sitting on the bump stop up there as my holding position. And I think the exhaust piece here is holding it as well, or wherever this, the fender bracket is kind of resting on the spring. So yeah, I've got a little bit of work to do here. This should come out relatively quick. Should just grind these rivets off. And the frame is still in pretty decent shape. This frame seems solid enough. The kit comes with new bolts that through bolt it, so that should be fine. So let me get this into a position where we can actually work on it. I'm going to jack it up, get some jack stands under it, and see if we can give ourselves a little more space. Though working right here with this leaf spring way up out of the way is not a bad thing either. So maybe I will grind it while the leaf spring's up out of the way, and then come in here and jack it up to where it's supposed to be. The hardest part of this, if I had to guess, is going to be to get this bolt out of this leaf spring. I'm going to speculate that is going to be the hardest part of this entire job. I'm sure it is one piece of metal rusted together through this leaf spring eyelet. Okay, got these 4 bolts mostly ground off. That head's still partially on. Let's see if I can get a pry bar underneath here and just kind of pry off what's left of them. If not, we'll do a little more grinding. See what happens here. Yeah, I think this is going to be the easiest part of this whole process, is getting this bracket off. But that's half of the process. If that one comes off relatively easy, which would be awesome, this isn't going to take very long, and we'll have the suspension back up where we need it. Not 100% sure if that was the easy part or the hard part, but we do have all 4 holes opened up now. This one took a little while to beat out. The frame's still pretty thick-ish in most spots. I'm gonna go get the bracket kit that I bought and make sure that it fits this. It's supposed to be for this truck, but I'm gonna go double check that. But again, I'm gonna leave that not put in until we work on that part, because that way it's out of the way. Gives us a little bit more room to work on it. So let me go get the kit that I bought. I ordered this kit off of Amazon, and I think it said it fit like 87 through 2012 Rangers and Mazda somethings. I don't know, whatever the Mazda would be. So you got your shackle and your bracket. Comes with all the bolts to bolt the bracket back to the frame. Instead of rivets, it actually has bolts. And then this comes with the bolts to go through the shackle and through the leaf spring. So I don't know if they're directional or not, but this is both sides of the truck, which means after this side's done, maybe next week when I can find some time that's not an emergency, we'll go look at the other side, because I have a feeling if this side's that bad, this one's getting darn close to being that bad. So let me go through this and see if it all fits. So these don't have a left or a right. They seem symmetrical, which means I would assume that these are going to be symmetrical. We'll see these when we get into them, but I would maybe this just doesn't matter what side they go on. But I don't see any difference in them. The plates all seem to line up the same. There's no markings on them that would say left or right. So we're going to assume that they're symmetrical. That's good. I'll get the truck up-ish. I was just looking. It caught the other part of the mount up in between the bed and the spring. There's the rest of the mount. I don't think it was doing its job anymore. Well, we will see. There ain't no way this bolt's coming out here, but that's mangled on this side. The metal got flattened over on this side of the bolt. If I can get it any higher, it'd be great, because I can maybe get this thing down low enough to get an impact on it through this hole in the body here. I could always just cut another hole in the body. Really doesn't make a difference. But what I might have to do is reposition the jack to get the jack up higher, or put a block under it so this can come down lower. So I'll go get like a 2x4 to stick underneath between this piece and that piece to support this for a second while I reposition the jack. I put crush on here, and with pretty much the results I was expecting, it didn't do anything. And part of the reason is because it's inside of rubber bushing, so when when the impact part of it's hitting it, it's just, the bolt's just, you're not getting a solid hit on it. There's really no way to get a solid hit. So my next thing I'm going to do is carefully focus on that. There you go. I'm going to try to cut through the nut diagonally here and then try to unscrew the nut. I'm going to try to do that so I can still have a spot to hit and maybe try to knock that bolt back through there if possible. If I cut the bolt off flush, it's not going to really give me much to hit on. So if it leaves me a little bit of a stud sticking out, that'll be good. So next is to try to cut through this part and see if we can get the nut off of the bolt. Strangely enough, exactly what I was attempting to do worked. It doesn't always happen that way. Now, it doesn't mean we're anywhere near closer to getting this off of here, but we did get the nut cut enough and not damage the leaf spring in any way. Well, we nicked the leaf spring, but let's just not talk about where we did that. That's fine. Now we'll see if we can actually pound that bolt out. If working on cars over the past, how many years I've been working on cars, has told me anything, this is definitely gonna be the hardest part because it's always the last little thing that is a pain. Part of the mount just came loose. That's good. The thing that sucks about doing these is that you're on a spring. You're on a leaf spring. So everything, all of your hit impact, even sideways, goes into a spring action, and it's going to be a pain to get this out of here. Let me fight with it for a little while. I might have to put something on this side. Again, I don't know. I mean, if I got to take this bushing out, then I have to go find another bushing for this, which I don't know where I would find one. But let me fight with this for a minute. Been beating and beating and beating on this thing and spraying it, and I even put a board back here so it would flex less, and this is not moving at all. The bolt is seized into the bushing, and then you have the rubber that is keeping the bushing from moving, which is fine, that's all it's supposed to do, but it is not going anywhere. So my next thought, and it may be a mistake, is to try to remove the bushing from the spring and get a new bushing. I can't find them anywhere local. I may just have to size something up. I'm not 100% sure what else to do. Yeah, I mean, that's probably gonna be my best bet. It does not move. So let me see if I can get this bushing out. I've seen the thing where you take a drill bit and you drill it behind you and you walk the drill bit around and it kind of cleans out and separates it from the leaf spring. We'll see if that does anything. Well, now I've completely ruined this bushing because I cut the flange of the bushing off, but again, it was already ruined anyway. What I'm going to try now is to take that drill bit technique. You put a drill bit in right next between the steel and the rubber, and you just keep walking it around, and it should clean the bushing off of the eye of the spring, and then you can pull the spring out, or the bushing out, with the bolt and everything, and then you got to find a new one. That's going to be the hard part. Well, I can tell you that process does not 100% work. There would be my drill bit that broke off. It doesn't want to walk around the outside edge by any means. If the video that I saw was real, good for them, but it doesn't work for me. I'm going to be picking this bushing out piece by piece now, I think, and hopefully we can get it to come out all the way. I'm going to keep fighting with it. It's going to be probably another hour of fighting, and then maybe we'll have this out and then we have to go find another one. So I just opened up this shackle, and to my surprise, this is inside, packaged up inside. I didn't even see them. They're below the bolts. This is the new bushing I think I need. I think this slides into the eye, and if that's the case, that's amazing. That's gonna save me a ton of trying to find one. So I've already broken another drill bit, and I'm still fighting to get that out of there. I got half of it out, but if I can get the rest of it out, I think that slides right in, or ish slides right in. And then that's the other eyelet. That would be amazing if that is the case. Well, glory be. I got it out. Broken drill bit. Piece. Why is it not focusing? Focus. So yeah, there's what's left of our bushing piece. And then we've got this nice hole here, which the drill bit cleaned relatively well. And I'm hoping that that other bushing will slide right in. And I don't need some kind of a press to put it in here. A little bit of a gunk right on this top edge. How close is that to fitting? Oh, pretty close. If I clean it up, she may just slide right in. Tight, but she'll slide in. I don't think this is quite round anymore, but I'm going to get a drill bit in here, see if I can clean up this edge. Feel some scale rust in here, and see if I can get this thing to slide in, and it will be awesome. So that one bushing just saved the day. I got it in. I just used a 1 1/16 socket on the outside, put a 2x4 between the frame and the spring, and beat that in there. So now that's in. That just saved my entire day, because there was nothing, no one had that locally, and not even that they can confirm it was the right bushing. So now we can put this back in and be almost done. Let's hope this is a decent enough angle for you guys to see what's going on. Gotta get this in here, like that. Now, pretty simple for both holes, except I have a spare tire right here. And yes, if I take the spare tire down, I have all the room in the world to put this in. I can't get the spare tire down because it's been rusted in there from the day this truck was built. So, can I try to fight them in and bypass the spare tire? I don't know. Can I get my hand? Not there. These are lock nuts as well. Oh man, it's so close, I think. Just can't reach around it anymore. Can I put the bolts on the inside? Maybe. Let's try that. I don't think it matters. You know, there's the frame is like that thick on top, so reaching your hand around it's almost impossible. I could cut the spare tire down. There's no need for it while it's underneath here because I can't use it anyway. I can throw it in the bed of the truck. If I needed it, it's unusable to me right now. Okay, spare tire is removed with much effort. But now these can go right in. Look at that, and access from the back. Oh, that's so much nicer. Bottom one?
Yep, same one we were on.
Yep. Okay.
Top, your left.
Okay. Okay. Got it?
Yep, there we go.
Hit this one again. Upper again. And other side again. Good. Okay. That's tight. Now I can put the shackle on.
Very thin, tiny little guy.
Oh, I would get that out.
It's there for it'll come out at work. Tomorrow.
Okay, okay, I can get the nut in on that side. That's good. Oh man, crazy. The leaf spring's back where it belongs. The last two bolts go in and we will have this done. One. I think I'm on it. The upper bolt.
Upper bolt?
Yep.
This guy?
Yep. Is it going? Yeah, it is. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That's good. That's it.
About to get tight.
It's done. Yeah, the rear end is on and tight. And that's a fixed Ranger again. I should probably do the other side. I did look at it, it's not nearly as bad, but I should probably do it just because I've got the parts now. Now I can drive it back to Fort Worth again without having to worry about that spring or the axle shifting. So we're good. We're good with that. The truck is back to being a daily. So with that, we'll end the episode. So thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope everybody has a great week.